Don't play with me, I ain't no play dough. Only money while we chase how. I'm out in London 1 a.m. I flip my weave. Don't call my phone if you ain't talking about no peas. Of course you paying, I can shake my ass for free. We the baddest pretty bitches in my team.
Cause it's gonna fall. Ooh, child. Okay, I've got the ingredients already. I'm gonna turn my camera and I will just show you the steps and I'll show you the ingredients to make our pesto pasta. But first we need our pesto, and for our pesto we're gonna need some basil leaves. Okay, I made sure to buy about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. But anyway, I got 5 packs of that, and I got the one that's rooted. You also need some like nuts. I personally like to use the pine nuts and the cashew nuts and almond nuts, right? It's up to you if you add, an example, hazelnuts or what kind of nuts are those? Yeah, it's up to you. But me, I like to keep it classic. This is the base. Pine nuts, I think these are the nuts that napolitanos use for the pesto pasta, the pesto base. But obviously most of the time pine nuts are so expensive, and to be honest, the quantity is a joke. You want your pesto to be crunchy and you want to be able to feel some of the nuts, okay? So the best thing to do is to add cashew nuts and almond nuts and hazelnuts as well. So I've got this pack that is already a mix of it, so I can't wait to cook this. It has the nuts, and you cannot forget to use olive oil. Not vegetable oil, olive oil, okay? There's a big difference. Last but not least, we have our garlic, okay? We have our garlic. I forgot the quantity of how much I should add on, but it's not gonna be 2. It might just be 5 or 6. I don't know, let's see. I like my food garlicky, but for the pesto you don't need too much garlic, okay? And don't forget, equipment, you need a blender, and you will need a little recipient like this, and it's a bodega. It's a bodega. I don't know how you call this shit, but you're gonna need this because sometimes on the blender, because the dry nuts they will be stuck on the bottom, okay? And you're not gonna be able to reach that. So you need this to be able to move around and get into the corners and be able to, you know, mix with a little spoon if you need to. You're gonna need this, okay? That's what you're gonna need, right? Guys, but I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I'm here talking about pesto and pasta, I'm just like, fuck, I'm really daydreaming about being in Italy again. It just feels like in my head I'm just listening to bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Our time was hard. It is about to be hard again, okay? It's about to be hard again. Right, for the next step, picking up the leaves, okay? I don't want you to, like, you're gonna buy the basil and they will come with the little, you know, I don't want you to cut this with the knife. I need you to take the leaves one by one and put it in a basket, okay? Does that make sense? I hope it's making sense what I'm gonna do, but if it's not making sense, don't worry, because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how what I mean, okay? I need you to put it up a little bit more. This is the basil, and I need you to pick the leaves and put it out there, okay? we are not putting this on our paste, okay? What the fuck is calling me? I mean, last time when I first tried to do the paste on my own, I didn't have enough basil. Like, I added a lot of cheese and I didn't add enough basil. Are we picking on them leaves? And I don't want you to waste none of them leaves, okay? I want you to put every leaf possible. We go to our, don't mind the commotion on the background, okay? We finally got to our vase, so our rooted basil. So all we're doing here is picking up the leaves, okay? You just picking up the leaves. And the thing is, if you also nurture the plant well, you're still gonna get another load of leaves, okay? I think it should look like this. I mean, there's still few leaves here that I could potentially do. Do you love me? Do you love me now? Do you love me? Do you love me not? Do you love me? And if you love me fucking not, okay? We can play that game all day. But we're not gonna do that. You're gonna put this on the side and you should have a bowl full of basil leaves, okay? Ooh. And after you're done picking the leaves, you're gonna wash this roughly. Not even roughly, you're just gonna rinse this, okay? Because be fair, we're not gonna do too much to not affect the taste of the basil, okay? We're gonna rinse this quickly and then we're gonna set it out to dry. I recommend you using like a cotton towel. Put your leaves on it and let it dry, okay? One sec. With our washed basil and we're just gonna set it to dry, okay? This looks like it's a lot, but trust me, these are like 2 handful of basil. Leaving the basil leaves to dry. I'm gonna rewatch the video from Italy. So we're going back to August. Ooh, where's the video? Should have it here somewhere. Back to August. Here. Oh yes, I forgot to show the cheese, didn't I? I forgot the cheese. But we are going well. We're doing well. This is all you're meant to do, okay? It's all you're meant to do. I just forgot to show the cheese has an ingredient. Of course we're gonna need some cheese. Of course. And I already had... Oh, do I still have Parmesan? What's this? Oh, this is the same. Oh yeah, this is the same. I am not a Parmesan girly. I feel like that cheese but tastes like ass. And I'm also gonna use some like mature cheese. But first off, let me double check if it's okay to use that. Okay, mature hard cheeses like aged cheddar, pegorino are excellent alternatives to Parmesan in pesto. Okay. Dry and break down.
2,000 years later.
It's extra mature and it's hard, okay? And I also have this one that had it for ages. So I guess whatever cheese that you had in your fridge for ages, you can use that, okay? I don't really see the name of this. I got it now. Got it. This is meant to be really good for your pesto. It says there it's meant to be one of the best, y'all. Like it's because it's hard. So the whole point that you want to get that hard texture, okay, on your pesto. You don't want the cheese to be melting when you blend it, okay? But we're gonna leave the cheese is gonna be like one of the last ingredients to be added on and blended with the basil, okay? Just bear with me. To where we started, okay? No, let's go back to where we paused, okay? I'm gonna turn the camera and I'll show you. Oh, go down. I will show you what kind of cheese I'll be using for our pesto pasta. I mean, our pesto base, okay? So Parmigiano, and this is a bit of the mature cheese I bought from Lidl, and I'm not gonna use too much of this because this has a little bit of softness to it, okay? This is hard like a rock. So I'm gonna use more of the cheese that is hard like a rock because that's the whole point, okay? So I'll turn the camera again and I'll just show you the steps, okay? We need to chop into little. Oh, it smells so strong, girl. Oh, it smells like, it really smells like aged cheese, okay? It's not a joke. Okay. And it's really dry. Okay. This is really dry. This is what we need. This is what we need, okay? Right. So, you start off by just cutting the cheese into a little. Woo! Yeah, that's what we need. This is what we need. Perfect. Right? Might even be a little bit thick. I'm gonna use this one as well. They're the same, but I've had this one for longer, so. Yo. Well, see if they taste the same. They're meant to be the same kind of cheese, but different brands. Okay. Yeah. Right. I think this is enough cheese. Right, guys, remember that I'm making a big quantity, and I'm this kind of person, I'm not measuring shit, okay? I'm just going with the flow. I'm going with the flow, baby. This should be enough cheese, okay? But I'm looking at the pesto and I'm like, it's actually quite a lot, so should I just add? It's actually quite a lot, to be fair. These are like 3 hands off. 3 hands. Yeah, 3 hands. So I think I'm gonna exaggerate. Alright. We can exaggerate because we have enough to exaggerate. And like I said, you can always freeze it. You can always put it in the fridge. Alright, so I'm gonna and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put our nuts. I'm so lispy. God have mercy. I'm gonna put our nuts in here, and I'm gonna heat it hard with something. Okay. Yes, this is perfect. So if you have like a cake kind of roller, the dough roller, you can use that too. This is gonna be like a little pilau for us tonight, okay? Are they drying? I need these leaves to dry. I need it to dry because we don't want water. We do not need the water on these leaves, okay? So I'm just dapping it really good. Oh, it smells amazing though. Huh? Again. Stop being really hard. Should be it. And our next step is okay, we have nuts. We're gonna use all of the pine nuts because they say that it's best to use pine nuts to be fair, so that's what we're gonna do. Gonna use all of them, and we're gonna use all of not all of it actually. We're just gonna use a little bit of cashew nuts. I don't know how long this cashew nuts been there for. Let me try. Okay. It's fine. Go on, just a little bit more. We're gonna add what the fuck are those? Are they almond nuts? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? Are they almond nuts? I don't know what it is, y'all. Walnuts. Almond nuts. Oh, I think it's the almond nuts. They peeled that off already. Oh. But I'll show you how it's looking like right now, okay? So this is how our mag. This is how it's looking like. It's not a lot of nuts, right? It's not a lot. Just enough. That's cheese. This is our basil. Oh, still a bit wet. See that? So we need that water to go away because I didn't think it was that important, but it's actually very important because you don't want the water to get on the way. Let me put this down a little bit more. Okay. So that the camera is secure. If I start doing this with the camera jump, I think it's quite secure, right? So this is all we do, right? We're beating the shit out of the nuts, okay? And you'll see how slowly they will become little tiny particles, okay? there, my people. Look at this. Delicious. Delicious. We're getting there. Right. I didn't add the pine nuts. I did not add the pine nuts just because they are so sensitive. Okay. They break. They break like crazy. Okay. I'm just putting some back. Okay. So to be fair, I just used one pack of the pine nuts. But like I said, they're so sensitive, but they're so tasty. But they are soft. These are nuts as the next step. Oh, this is the step that we are gonna put our cheese in the blender. Okay. Putting the cheese in the blender. That's why you need to chop it in really small. You're also meant to blend the nuts and the cheese together. So what I'm gonna do is I'll start getting my blending machine. The big boy over here. This big boy. Now get it ready for the basil leaves to be put in our blender. But I'm using the blender for I'm using this blender as my tripod because I don't have a small one. So I don't know. Okay. I should have added the garlic in there. It's thick though. It's thick. That means that we need to add more blender earlier. And sorry, I already fucked it up. You can see it's too thick, so we're gonna add more olive oil. But I'm gonna remove some of this, and actually maybe we can just do it on the grinder. I'm gonna add garlic cloves, and I'll make sure to push them right down there. And I'm gonna add more olive oil. Okay. There guys, there. I don't know if I put it too much. Is the garlic done? Yeah, it's starting to taste way too like done, and I can taste the garlic, so we're not gonna overdo it. So while we was making our pesto sauce, our pesto base, we gonna leave the pasta to be cooking for 10-15 minutes. Some people they like wait till the so I'll just leave it for 10 minutes, okay? And then I will add on the pesto base on top of this pasta, and it's just gonna taste so good, y'all. I wanted to compare a little bit the texture of this product, which it looks like that, to mine, and honestly I feel like this one looks way better. I mean, it just looks healthy green. And I love the fact that you can still literally taste the particles, and it's garlicky. It's so good. So good, y'all. Right, guys, I was forgetting to record, but this is our pasta. I'm literally just putting the pesto now. I already took some of the pesto away. Oh, it's just so like, it's so good. It's so good. Stop the cat, guys. I'm just gonna take all the pesto from here, but I can't. It's stuck. Ow, but I guess it's not a lot to cut for anymore. But I'm still gonna try and take that out the little. I hate wasting stuff on the blender, okay? I'm against it. Okay, guys, so what we're doing here, we are just blending. See, because the pasta is a bit warm, that's a boiling, but see, because it was, then it's gonna stick everything together. Do you hear that? Guys, I'm trying not to be too greedy, but look at it. This has been the best pesto I've made. What is good to have pesto with, like pesto pasta? Because usually when I have like pesto pasta, I just have it on its own. I have two Basils all the time. Anyway, guys, this is how you make pesto. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a little drink by me. But actually, this has been sitting there for time, so I'm gonna make a first one.